Hello, Jules Trask here if you've never met me before. I wanted to talk to you about investing. If you've never invested before, the idea of investing can be a really tough concept because you don't see what the long-term gain is for investing right now necessarily. Most people understand the investment of a house, but not necessarily the investment of a coach, not necessarily the investment of stocks, not necessarily the investment of a property portfolio, for example, or of going into a partnership with somebody else that has a business. So we first of all need to be thinking about what investment means to us and what's really attached to that mindset that we have about investments. Is investments really needs to come back to what our intention is. And if our intention is around about helping other people and getting them to grow and to set ourselves up for financial security and also freedom that we want to enjoy our lives and to help and support others and to create a positive impact, then what is the negative attachment that we can possibly have to investment, and why the dread over this word investment? It's really important that we need to consider that. People often talk about education as an investment, and they will spend thousands upon thousands of doing course after course after course investing, but then not necessarily realize that that investment is actually wasted unless that is used. For example, you can have long-term, lifelong university academics who do a course after course, but they actually only use the knowledge in one of those courses or two of those courses despite doing 8 or 9. So what was the benefit of that investment? Was there a better way to invest time and invest money in different things? If you're thinking icky about the word investment, if you're thinking, why do I really want to invest in a coach? Why should I invest in a partnership with somebody else? Think about what your intentions are. If your intentions are just all about money and for no purpose at the end other than what your bank account will look like, then yeah, maybe the reason why you don't like investments is because your intentions are not great. Maybe when it comes to investments you feel icky when it's talking about working with somebody else because you're concerned about how your level of commitment is going to impact upon somebody else, or whether you're not going to get the benefit of your investment because that's about being responsible for what you're doing in that relationship. Have a think about what things are attached to that word of investment before you sort of poo-poo the idea, because investments can always work if we're thinking about the way we want them to work and what our goals are with them. We should not be thinking about investments as something that we simply do and forget about. We should not be thinking about an investment as something, we hand our money to a stockbroker or somebody who deals with investments, a banker or something like that, and then we say, oh, go and have fun. Because that's when people then start claiming that investments are a bad decision, when really the decision maker has always been the person that handed the money over. So think about, what are those sticking points for you when it comes to investments? Is it about your personal accountability and responsibility for your money and your choices and what you do in that partnership with somebody else? Is it about your effort? Are you going to be taking the effort to actually make a benefit from a coaching program, for example? Or is it because you're only focusing on the dollars and not the positive impacts, for example? What might it be? And challenge yourself to dive into that. Why do those beliefs even exist in the first place? And then you'll realize that there are far more positives in investments than you can possibly think of. Thanks. Ciao.